We're in a society today that's breeding a lot of weak individuals where we can't take a no for an answer anymore. Everybody that's on here, you wish you were already on the end of success, right? At the successful point. Nobody wants to be doing the work. We all wish it was already on the other side, and we wish we weren't doing the work. All of us, I'm being honest. The only thing that's stopping us, though, is the story you tell yourself as to why you're not there. Because all of us have a story. All of us talk about excuses. All of us, you know what I mean? We all make excuses. We all make every excuse on the planet make it sound pretty. You know, Tuesdays and Fridays we get paid, and you'll say, well, the reason I didn't get paid this Tuesday, the reason, and then it's like, dude, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? You guys follow me on that? Nobody really cares. It's an excuse. And if you got kids or you got family, there's no excuse. You don't want to tell your kids the excuse. You know, I was walking earlier. I took a walk earlier and I went to go get my car washed, right? In downtown San Jose. I dropped my car off there at the car wash, and the guy that owns the place is one of my good friends. A really big time car wash out here. And then I left my car. He said, "Hey, I'll call you when I'm done. That way you don't have to wait here like everybody else." I said, "Oh no, thank you, bro." And he calls me when my car's ready. And I started walking home, and I was thinking about this, and I felt like DJ Khaled for a second. And I was like, man, God's freaking amazing. God has a plan for all of us. He's got a plan for everybody on this call. He's got a plan for when you're going to succeed. If you're going through murky waters right now, you're supposed to be going through murky waters. Stop questioning it. If your life's not easy, guess what? It's not supposed to be easy. If you're not making the money you want to make right now, you should be thanking God, because he said this: you cannot handle the money yet. You see how I said yet? You can't handle the money yet. Doesn't mean he's not going to give it to you later. It's just that right now at this moment, how you want it so bad, it can be dangerous. What do I mean by it can be dangerous? How crazy is that if you had the money in your bank account right now, or it was coming tomorrow, you already would have it all spent? How crazy? Like if we gave you a direct deposit tonight of $10,000 by tomorrow morning, if some of you guys are laughing, you know it's true. You already got that $10,000 is already mapped out. I'm paying this credit card off. I'm gonna pay my rent, my mortgage, my light bill is backed up. My cell phone's gonna get cut off in a couple of weeks. You guys are don't be looking at me like I'm stupid or something. You know what I'm talking about. If you're an entrepreneur, you either you're going through that or you've been through that at one point in your career. These youth group that I'm a part of right now with these pastors, and they talk about this. They talk about in the Bible. It talks about living to 120. Right? It's mentioned in the Bible that the 120 is the age, right? And so let's just say that you were going to live to 120. If you're 60, you just reached the halfway point. You just made it to 50% of your life, and you got 50% more. And so then you can call yourself and consider yourself like one of the youngest people on planet Earth at 50 years old and 60 years old. You know what I mean? And so it's all perspective on how you look at things. It's all perspective on how you look at things. If you're 30 years your age or younger, you still got about 100 years left. If you're living by that standard, you got about 100 years left. Listen, by you prolonging your health and being happier with who you are, you're prolonging your life. And you know what you're also doing? You're going to attract the right people. You're going to attract the right people. Somebody always asks me, like, how do you attract all these people? How did Arlene come into the business? How did all these guys come into the business? And I'm going to tell you guys one thing. They were attracted to a feeling of financial independence. They were attracted to a feeling of not having to do this forever. They were attracted to a feeling of being the man or the woman they wanted to become that they dreamt about when they were little. All of you guys that got attracted to our business, you all got attracted for one of those reasons. Or you're looking to become that man, or you're looking to become that woman in your life where you're the go-to person like Carlos. Where your parents are like, hey, I'm getting tired. And then you go, don't worry, I'm coming through. I'm going to take care of you the rest of your life. See, I know a lot of you guys on this call would love to be able to tell it to your mom. Would love to be able to tell it to your parents. Would love to be able to tell it to your husband, to your kids, to your wife. That's, Jesus, me and you talked about this the other day. It completely dawned on me, bro, the day after. I was thinking, man, you know what? Because he asked me, how did you stay so focused for years? How long does it take to win here? You guys ready? 2 to 5 years focused. I want you to write that down. It takes 2 to 5 years focused. Focused, not dabbling around in it or attempting to do it or having a toe in it. I'm talking about 2 to 5 years where it's like your religion. You got to get to the point of winning. And see, and I'm gonna give you an answer on how to do that. You got to get to the point of winning. How do you do that? Because you're probably like, okay, John, you're talking about this stuff and you're getting loud, but how do you do that? How do you do that? You gotta resolve one thing. You gotta resolve one thing. You guys ready? I'm gonna give you one thing. You got to be okay with the process. You gotta be okay with the process. You gotta understand that there is a process. You gotta be okay with the process, and you gotta understand that there is such a thing called the process. And so some of you guys are looking at me right now like, well, John, I'm working this business right now. So you mean to tell me that in the next 2 to 5 years, I'm going to be free? No. When you get focused and dialed in on all the right principles in our business, then and only then, this will happen for you the next 2 to 5 years.